So today we're going to be playing The Council. It is a story-based mystery game where you're on an island and you're helped by historical figures throughout to solve the mystery of what happened to your disappeared mother. All this will stream live over on my Twitch channel. The link will be in the description below. And with that being said, let's get into Episode 1, Part 1. So this is The Council. New game. This audio is kind of loud. I might have to adjust that here in a second. So we're in France. Paris, France, in 1792. You look a little worse for wear there, bud. That's why.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
It's quick.
You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
What? Mom's gonna
Von
pop
Borchert.
up out of the chair, dude?
Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so.
Oh.
For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I have to make a decision? Do I trust her? She seems convincing, but she's old. I don't think she's gonna pop up out of this chair and clock him one and have us get away, though, so... yeah, you know what? I'm gonna trust her. I'm gonna go
Please.
for it.
Be my guest, Mother.
Oh, she has a gun. Pull the trigger. Well, good thing I acted too.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Why are we coming back to this place?
Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
I don't know how old Mother's supposed to be, but she looks like 75. Maybe 85. I don't know. She looks old, man. The whole plot of this is that she dies, so... This looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Bob Bertrand's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Horn.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Horn, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Personal reason, bro. You know.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself.
That's not what I said.
I
Personal-
promise.
personal
It has
reasons.
nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Well, it could though.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
And that's a fact.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Turn the question back to the Duchess? What am I supposed to ask the Duchess? Hey, is your first time here? No, absolutely. First time.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see.
Was I
You
invited,
won't
though?
soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
At least you're wearing a suit. Man.
Are you all right?
Oh, what? That's a nobody.
Mother? Oh, your hand!
Oh, what happened to Mom's hand?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right.
Well, an older woman, she gets
Just
beat
one
up
thing
a lot.
left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
Wasn't this the Duchess we were
There
just
is
talking
no
to?
other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't! No.
Who's Captain Powderface?
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for it.
Bro, you are never in good shape, man. Just had an episode.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
You better.
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
How did she know my name, by the way? She called me Louis. Is that because I was talking
definitely
to,
have to find Mother
Sir
quickly.
Pope Francis or whatever? Thinks the tissue will make him better?
Crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
Dude, I was like...
Absolutely need to find you, Mother.
I was like shaking, my nose started bleeding, and I almost passed out, and then she gives me a handkerchief, and I'm like, yeah, dude, we're so good now, actually. It's crazy. Howdy, Duchess.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At
don't.
that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Wait, whoa, hold up. What? I get a class? Detective excels at an investigation. He is trained to notice every detail of his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he doesn't shy away from the direct approach. I feel like if you choose either of these, you're just a scumbag, and if you choose detective, you're big brain. Am I dumb? Detective? Yeah. Let's go with detective. Whoa, wait, we got like a skill tree. Okay, so I got vigilance, logic, and agility. Questioning, actually. Questioning's better than agility, let's be real. Mind over body.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
That's
Charming.
crazy.
How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
So
I
intellectual,
heard about
dude.
that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all, so lie to her, or not at all sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry about it, I just
Please
don't know
excuse
you.
me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
Not a soul, not a
I
fiber of my
appreciate
being
your
knows,
honesty,
dude.
even if it's not very flattering for me.
I'm not
I
trying to
imagine
flatter
that with
you.
your beauty, madam,
Sigma grindset.
it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Okay, well, see, now I want to know how I've met her then.
I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to the
I
manor.
don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another.
I prefer to call
And
you
if I
Duchess.
can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Time to go up to the manor. Hey, is that George washing machine?
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir
My
Holm
dad
insists
anticipated?
on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Alright. We think your mother is still there. Have you found anything here? Are there any witnesses? Yeah,
And
use that.
Did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR.
Oh.
We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
You give me back the handkerchief. Do I wait? I only have one option. Oh, well, no, I have these two. Let me have the handkerchief. I'll take care of it. Yeah.
Give me the handkerchief.
W.
I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Interesting.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Barrels.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Part of this barrel's broken. There's no part of this barrel that's broken. It looks like a fine barrel.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
I'm gonna take the bar, dude.
This might just come in handy.
Why would you ever leave it behind? If you have the option to take something, always take it, right? Oh, letters.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Find a clue or examine the letters one at a time. Wouldn't you find a clue by examining the letters? Why would I not find a clue? Because if I examine the letters, I'm just looking for a clue.
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I'd recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois?
There's no handwriting on the
Who
stamp,
are you writing
though.
to? I don't recognize the name.
Oh, is there like an
Let's
address?
see what's
on it or
inside
something?
this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think! Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why Why does the name sound so familiar?
Oh, wait, I have to know politics to remember somebody's name? That's just a memory thing. Okay, apparently I can't
I'm
remember.
guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But
My thoughts exactly.
just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Oh, there's a lot of them. We're looking for Godoy, though. The envelope has ideograms on it? I don't know what that is.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know any of these
I don't have
languages,
the
buddy.
slightest idea what it says.
Okay, what about this one?
The address is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Yeah, okay.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Dude, if I was gonna try hard, I would actually write down all these names and what he said about them. His Eminence Giovanni Angelico Barasci.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
For 1742, this place is absurdly nice. Same way they built the pyramids. That's how we got the manor up there. Is that Zeus? Who's that?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me your letter. Or yeah, she's been here several weeks.
Certainly,
Wow.
Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'm
By the
big
way,
fan.
Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Investigate my mother's death. Okay, so I can't use any of these skills, but... Professional secret, sorry. Well, that's not gonna make him happy.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order,
not that secret
which
if you
I
tell him
joined
about
a few
it.
years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a
Oh, am I
secret
dumb?
society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Dang, see, I thought I was smart there.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Well, I mean, yes. Pretend I don't want it. It depends on what it contains. Yes, I'll give it to her and find it. You can count. I'm gonna use my skill.
Only you know that, Your Eminence.
Oh, that's big brain. See, he's just throwing it back on him. He says, yeah, actually, you know if I should have it, right?
If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the
him.
nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Is it from the letters outside?
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help.
There's one in Cairo and one
Listen,
in France.
If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
I feel like I can't lie to this guy. Okay, no
I
worries.
swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise
That doesn't
that
sound like
no
okay,
one
no worries.
but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good.
That almost sounds sarcastic.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derich. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Oh, wait, hold up. You just told the man of the cloth you weren't gonna do that crap. Go back to the group near the chimney. Yo, is that George's washing machine?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond
No
belief.
way, it actually is.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Or is it not?
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us.
I
Monsieur,
swear.
may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States.
USA!
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles.
Darn right,
Nice
George.
to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit
No.
that I didn't.
Didn't at
It's
all?
the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
My mother,
At
you know.
the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or
She's
even
Mr.
money matters. But you'll see, it will come.
She's missing
Despite
Mr.
all the
Washing a
goodwill
ton.
in the world, you can't stop people
Okay.
scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Wait, doesn't Duchess Emily
Well,
know
my
that
friends, do any
my mom's
of you
gone?
know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer.
By what?
But, I do not know the reason why.
You see, Lily,
Oh, Sir Holm.
every time
I heard
Lord
something
Mortimer
else.
organises a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you
Call me
come out
Louis.
here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing,
Lord
dude.
Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here. I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Of course not, Mr. Washing Machine.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards.
My mom knows
and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
My man. My man. That's my president. What am I supposed to do?
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
I was
He
not
must
expecting
really know
that.
his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy, that's the man for my vision.
An urgent case.
Oh,
has delayed
Captain
our
Powderface.
host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up?
Dude, he invited George Washington? Ask that man. Yeah,
Do you
ask
know
him.
that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Yes, sir.
Please,
Me
feel
too,
at
me
home.
too.
And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll be able to speak about my mother.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Nah, we stay with the boys.
Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing.
Oh.
I know your mother well.
No way.
Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
My man.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
But I told the
If
other
I can help
Pope dude
in any
that
way at all,
I'm part of the
please
Secret
don't
Organization.
hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Are your teeth really made of wood? Oh, I don't get to ask him that. Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother from? I want to know both of these. Mortimer's the little powder face fella, right? But Emily, she's like, oh yeah, 4 years ago, you know, we met each other. I'm gonna go
Mother
here.
has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Really?
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, You seem to be very familiar with my mother.
How did he come to know her? When did he see her for the last time? You know, I want to know both of these questions. I guess maybe that's kind of the point, but how did my mom know George Washington? Like, come on, man. When did he see her for the last time? For the purposes of solving where my mother is, I feel like I should ask him where he... Well, actually, if it was pertinent, he would have told me. So actually, I want to know more about how he came to know her. Right? Right?
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil.
USA.
She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
May I ask when you saw each other, what did you talk about? Are the mysteries that surround us? Or the rather political? What? Gold
When
Order,
she
honestly.
came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We
USA.
are a new country.
USA?
And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Yeah, what if she did leave the island?
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Delaware, for those who are not American, is absurdly
Careful, they're
small.
coming back.
Like, it's one of the smallest states, if it's not Rhode Island. Who's that? Is that a dude?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
I've heard that name. Oh.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Any history buffs know who
Miss
that
Adams
was?
is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Elizabeth Adams, John Adams' wife. Thanks, DS. That helps a lot.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he
Dude,
really doesn't see his
calm down with the powder, man. What is
On
that?
that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room? Huh, that's me.
Oh, that's me. Net's room. Dude, wait, is that a horse or is that a human?
Right.
Okay, never mind.
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm gonna leave the letter closed, actually. Is that a bowl? Can't be bothered.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so...
That's facts.
Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Oh, no, I just walked into my bedroom and it's instantly making me go to bed. Okay. I successfully went up to the manor, found clues about my mother on the docks. I convinced Piaggi to trust me with his letter, and I did actually keep that promise. I met Mr. Washington. W. We love Mr. Washing Machine. I remained in the Great Hall to speak with Mr. Washington. I asked questions about my mother, and things I failed. I didn't know that I really failed anything, although I made one misstep in the discussion with Piaggi, but I did not find all the clues about my mother on the docks. I felt like I went over that pretty well. I didn't think I missed anything. I did not pick up the book on the quay. I didn't know there was a book. I guess it's just stuff I missed because I didn't know it was there. And then alternative paths, I could have joined Sir Holm in the small salon. I could have made an unexpected encounter. With who? I guess I won't know.